Hey everybody, how you doing? Well, the Oaklandside is at it again. Yep, the nonprofit news publication, or so-called, owned by Cityside, is one more time making yet another African American public official look bad under false pretenses. This time, my longtime friend LaNiece Jones was chosen by them in this instance foolishly. The folks at Oaklandside, namely Tasmeen Raja, the editor-in-chief, they should really stop doing that. It's illegal. But let's talk about my longtime friend LaNiece Jones before we do anything else. LaNiece Jones, aside from having no financial stake in AASEG, the African American Sports Entertainment Group, has been my friend since Bret Harte Junior High School, now called middle school, in Oakland, going all the way back to 1975. So I'm writing this for my friend who's not a client. And while she wasn't a member of our Star Trek club, which I was president and co-founder, she was a dear friend who was a leader involved in school activities at Bret Harte Junior High School. That habit of hers has followed her to this day. LaNiece Jones' rise to interim deputy mayor, is a short one. And so it is sad that the Oaklandside, a publication that is not black owned and almost devoid of black news writers, was so triggered by the ascent of this popular sister that popular sister in Oakland that it decided to use her as the focus of a clickbait campaign. The article, Oakland Deputy Mayor Has Financial Stake in Coliseum Land Deal, is a total lie. But you have to read it to realize that. Oh, let me save you the trouble. LaNiece Jones is a member of AASEG, but that membership does not call for payment of money or really time. It is more a statement that she has been both an advocate and a helper in the past. In other words, more of a friend, but certainly not a financier. This is what it means to have a financial stake in something. A financial stake refers to a share or investment in something, especially a business, that provides a personal or financial interest in its success or failure. It signifies a level of ownership or involvement where an individual or entity stands to gain financially, folks, from the project or company's performance. The Oaklandside article admits that LaNiece Jones does not have that. But then why make an article to start with? Why? That's what Oaklandside does, folks. And because AASEG Coliseum is a political, divisive issue, and the subject is a black person in power in Oakland. So once again, the nonprofit news publication flirts with breaking the law, and it very often does. Here's the law in part from an IRS point of view. IRS says that a 501c3 organization is absolutely prohibited, their words, not mine, absolutely prohibited from directly or indirectly participating in or intervening in any political campaign on behalf of or in opposition to any candidate for elective public office, contributions to political campaign funds, or public statements of position, verbal or written, while made on behalf of the organization in favor of or opposition to any candidate for public office, clearly violate the prohibition against political campaign activity. Violating this prohibition, the IRS says, may result in denial or revocation of tax-exempt status and the imposition of certain excise taxes. Certain activities or expenditures may not be prohibited, depending on the facts and circumstances. For example, certain voter location activities. Let's take, presenting public forums and publishing voter education guides conducted in a nonpartisan way do not constitute, from the IRS perspective, prohibited political campaign activity. On the other hand, voter education or registration activities with evidence of bias that A, would favor one candidate over another, or B, oppose a certain candidate in some manner, or C, have the effect of favoring a candidate or group of candidates, will constitute prohibited participation or intervention. The Oakland side was out of line and should apologize to LaNiece Jones. This is on Tasmeen Raja, the Oakland side's effective editor-in-chief. I'm not here to trash her, folks. She does know better, however. So does Lance Noble. Lance Noble is the Oakland side owner who, I'm told by others, hates Zenny Abraham's guts. Well, folks, that's nice. I suppose it is because I'm a black Oakland blogger and vlogger who points out racism in news publications. So, folks, I will take the hate with pleasure. Oakland's black population should not be used as instruments for the expression of media racism. The fact is, ladies and gentlemen, that such a practice has gone on too long. The process is, if you want to show government inefficiency to white readers, focus on someone black working for the public and doing something and saying, we're working on it. That's a line, we're working on it, uttered by Harvey Dent in the 1989 Batman movie as portrayed by Billy D. Williams as he's taking call after call about crime in Gotham City. The habit reaches the movies. Time to stop, especially since America realizes today that government at the highest levels messes up, and very often the mess is made by the same folks who blast diversity programs. Subscribe to Zenny62 on YouTube, folks. The Vlog Report with Zenny62 here, and bookmark OaklandNewsOnline.com and ZennyReport.com. That ends this broadcast.